So drafting is part of the equation for the Browns to fill out their roster for next year. The other part is free agency, and the Browns have 4 key free agents of their own who are about to hit the open market. Nick Chubb, Jed Wills, Elijah Moore, and Jameis Winston are their top 4 free agents entering the next week of chaos in the NFL. Tyvis, of those 4, who do you think they will re-sign, and who do you think they should try and re-sign? 2-part question.
Okay. I know that Mary Kay has come out and written the article about the fact that Nick Chubb probably played his last season here. Out of those 4 names up there, he is the only one that I would bring back out of those 4. And everybody knows how I feel about Elijah Moore. It hurts my heart to say this, that number 8 didn't get to what he was supposed to be here in Cleveland. But Nick Chubb is the only one that I would bring back for the simple fact that you need that veteran leadership. Yes, he's 2 years removed from the knee injury, which a lot of people say when you're 2 years removed, that's when you start seeing yourself get back to those old things. Yes, I'm aware he messed his foot up in the last season, which caused his season to end early last year, and he's coming from that. But we don't have any veteran presence, a guy that's been there at the highest level, that's been considered one of the best running backs, one of the guys that how he does his business. You want those, if you're going to draft a running back, and I believe the Browns should at some point, because they say edge rushers and running backs is loaded in this draft class. So I do suspect that they will take one at some point in this draft. But if you are getting one of those young running backs out of this draft, you would want them to look up to a Nick Chubb to understand, like, this is what I need to do, how this guy works, how he goes about his business. This is why he was so successful. So to even have him in there for locker room morale, I would have him in there for that as well, because there's no denying the fact that everybody, not in that locker room, but in the city of Cleveland, respect Nick Chubb. So if I had to pick one, he would be the only one.
I mean, Nick Chubb would cost you a few million
pennies on a dollar.
I mean,
pennies on a dollar.
Few dollars.
Maybe that's why they letting him go, to set it so he could set his own market.
Okay, maybe that's the case. You think there's a chance he still comes back after testing the market?
Yeah, maybe they say if a team say we're gonna give you $2 million and the Browns say, well, we'll match the $2 million. Listen, listen, I'm gonna give y'all some inside scoop. A lot of people say, get me the most money and I'll leave. And then the agent goes out there and get them a place where it's a different team with more money, and they still hesitate. Well, go back and ask my team, could they get close to that, and I'll stay. Like, so a lot of people talk like I leave, but if you've been somewhere and you've built something, it is kind of hard to just get up and walk away. So I feel like if Nick Chubb went out and say the Raiders said, we'll give you $2 million, and the Browns came back and said, we'll match your $2 million, I think he'd stay in Cleveland.
Man, for me, this is a no-brainer. I mean, this dude is the fan favorite. He's the heart and soul of your team. We all knew he was coming back 70, 80% last year. You don't get back to where you need to go off of ACL and multiple knee injuries until that second year. My problem is this. Give him you got $12.9 million. You can't sign nobody else anyway. All the regular, guys are going to be through the drive. I give him $5 million. Hey, come on back here. I at least need you in that locker room. I need you to show these young running backs how to move and be a true professional. And more than anything, I am not letting you go to Pittsburgh. I am not letting you go to Baltimore. And I'm not going to live with seeing you carve us up in Cincinnati. Under no circumstances. We got to start doing well and right by our guys and keeping our guys home and saying, Hines Ward didn't play for nobody else. I'm not letting Nick Chubb play for nobody else. We'll figure it out later.